Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Teaching Foxy. How have you been? In this video, we're going to discuss about air travel. On request from few of our viewers, we're going to talk about beginner's guide to air travel. So this video will be helpful for people who have never flown in an airline. So I will be touching the basics of air travel for the interest of students who want to pursue a career in aviation and who have not personally flown any time. This will be like a introduction to airlines or introduction to air travel. The first topic which we will be covering will be how to check the flight schedule. When I say flight schedule, the schedule means when a flight departs from point A to point B, you will have, for example, flight departure from Hyderabad to Mumbai. You will have to check what all the options you have, what all airlines have the flights, what are their timings, are they having morning or evening, know the correct timings as per the schedule and choose the timing which suits you. And you have to know the city codes. So for the benefit of people who want to book a flight, every state, certain states have only one airport and certain states have more than one airport. So you need to know which airport you're going to depart from. Mostly in India, all the states have only one airport, barring a few. But when you're flying international, lot of countries have two airports which sound similar. So know the airport which you are flying from or to. So how to check a flight schedule? Firstly, and the most convenient way is to contact a travel agent. Travel agent is a one-stop solution for any of your flight queries. So guys, if you have any travel agent in mind, that is the best option because he will know the rules, he'll know the regulations, he'll know the schedules, he'll know all the requirements for travel. So that is a one-stop solution for you. If you're not going for a travel agent, then airlines website is another option. Most of the airlines website are user friendly and you'll be easily able to browse through them and know the schedule. If not an airline website, you will have travel portals which consolidate all the airline schedule on one platform. So this is also a good opportunity because instead of checking individual airlines, you can go to one travel portal and you will have all airline schedules on the same portal. So it's your choice. Or you can also go to an airline ticketing counter which is at the airport or in the city. So you will get to meet somebody firsthand from the airline. So if you would like to do that, that is also one option. Or you can call the airline call center, the toll free number most of the time, to get the schedule. After you know the schedule, select the suitable flight as per the schedule which suits your requirement and then go ahead to make the booking. Before you make the booking, try and find out more about the fare rules because getting the best fare is not just the most important thing. Knowing the fare rules is also important. There are certain fares which are flexible, which give you a lot of flexibility, but certain fares are very rigid. They are non-refundable. So please try and understand the fare rules so that you are prepared accordingly. And when you're booking a flight, it is advisable to check the routing. There are times the airline operates direct flight. There are times when the airline operates connecting flight. When I say connecting flight, the airline takes a transit hub and then takes you to the destination. For example, if you're flying from Vizag to Mumbai, just an example, there are airlines which operate direct Vizag Mumbai flight, but certain airlines also operate Vizag Hyderabad Mumbai. The fares might be same or a little more or less, but then the flying time will increase or decrease based on the connection. So if you're taking a transit flight and the fare is less, but then you end up spending more time. So just for a few hundred more, you might get a direct flight. Saves a lot of trouble. So choose the option which suits you the best. Also, check the baggage allowance. So the baggage allowance for domestic and international is different. In domestic, also there are a lot of fare rules. Based on the fare, your baggage allowance. There are certain fares which don't have baggage allowance. There are certain fares which have restricted baggage allowance in domestic, and there are certain fares which have international baggage allowance when you have a connecting flight. So be mindful of that because excess baggage charges in airlines are very expensive. So be very mindful. And once you have clarity about all these things, make the payment and purchase the ticket. It is advisable. It is not necessary, but it is advisable to reconfirm your flight a day before your travel, because in these days of uncertainty, a lot of airlines cancel the flights or combine the flights with another departure, or such kind of changes are done. Most of the times they communicate this directly through an SMS or an email, but there could be times when you could not be reachable, so you wouldn't get the communication. So it is advisable to reconfirm your tickets a day before the departure, so you don't turn out at the airport and realize the flight is not operating or it has been postponed or preponed. So please try get in touch with the airline call center and reconfirm your flight. And advisable to do a web check-in, because friends, if you turn out at the airport and you are not before time, you will end up getting the middle seat, or you might get a seat which you didn't really like. So try and web check in. This will not only reconfirm your seat, but also your availability on the flight. Because once you have checked in, then you're already on board. You are having that certainty of travel. So certain airlines have certain web check-in charges, and in a certain timeline, the web check-in is free. So based on the airline, try and web check-in and check your reporting time. Based on the airport which you are flying from, the reporting time varies. If you're flying from a non-metro city, the reporting time must be lesser. But if you're flying from a metro city like a Mumbai or a Delhi or a Bangalore, the reporting time must be much higher. So minimum 2 to 3 hours prior for a domestic flight, and minimum 3 to 4 hours prior for an international flight is advisable, to make sure you are in time to for any unforeseen circumstances, for any kind of deviations, you are well prepared. And the last but not the least, pack your bags as per the airline standards. Every airline has a certain set standards for the checked-in luggage. So pack your bags as per the dimensions of the baggage given for check-in as well as hand luggage. Most of the airlines do not accept properly packed bags. So please make sure don't pack your luggage in cartons, gunny bags, sacks, or loosely packed items. And there are a lot of not permitted items in your hand luggage, which we will be discussing in our next videos. So, guys, stay tuned for more information for air travel for beginners. And we will have various sections which will cover various aspects which we've discussed in this video. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching and stay tuned. Thank you.